Hey everybody, we're going to do the last bit of assembly today. Start getting some stuff put together for a final assembly walkthrough on the Koenig Hurricane here. Going to be adding some screws to it to make sure everything goes together like it should be going. Hopefully I don't have to stop the video to reprint anything because I'm hoping any and all modifications that I've already done to this thing should already be done to it. Oh, and I am going to be lasering out the windows today as well. So, yeah, that's going to be in this video. I just reminded myself to do that. All right, so I reprinted the piece. I kind of forgot about that part of showing that off in the video. But I printed the pin that mounts the main turret to the base. I've already hammered that in there, and I've already placed this on top of it. So this is ready to go now. Now I need to put my little slidey bitsy pieces on here. Let me mount the camera real quick. Okay. Let me zoom in a bit on this. All right, so what we have here, I don't know why I put these barrels on. I should just went and left them off. But what we have here, and this is more for the owner as well because he's going to have to put these items on. Notches in. And this will mostly be talked about in my assembly video anyways. I've got some stopping plugs. These will have to be installed after you put this in here because once you put this on, it'll encapsulate the movement for this item. So you can choose to glue these in if you wanted to, but I probably would not. Just because you'll never be able to remove this after this point. But you can if you want to, because you can always slide this whole assembly onto the back piece. So I wouldn't say you don't have to. Just you can if you wanted to. And I'm already trying to mess myself up here. Give it a stopping point to come to. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these posts to this as well, just because they need to be, because you don't want these pieces to keep on, coming out. Okay, but I'll do that off camera. Right now, we just want to make sure everything is working. So we're going to take the phone off here, venture back over here, and start pulling these bits and pieces off. And that's the chin gun. This is the seat that I still need to put on. I'm just going to throw these pieces in here for now. Pull these out. Pull these off. And I think one modification that I still may make is I think I may want to put a mounting spot on the inside here for the chairs in case you want to put these chairs there. Because I kind of think that would be a neat spot. The only thing is I need to make sure it doesn't interfere with the little roller that goes in between here, because you need to be able to shut that up. So I'll have to figure that all out in model space. Maybe possibly a plug I can put in there to make this work. So I think I can make that happen. For you to be able to have the place to put those guns in here or vice versa, you know. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and move these out of here and just get them out of the way because they will fall. Because these are not mounted in. And you may or may not be getting dizzy from how much movement's happening right now. So, actually, let me mount this camera. I just have such a mess in here because it's so crowded with all this stuff in the way. So, this just needs to come up. And these are being held in with my patented H-clips. We're going to lift this missile box out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get the screws to mount the middle back portion up to the front cab. So I'll be right back. Okay, so these are the M6 16mm screws. I've already put one in just so I can make sure that I got the right length in. And actually, yeah, this is going to be a pain in the butt because I really need a ball end on this. I'm going to go see if I got a ball end Allen wrench. Well, that sucks. Mental note, buy some ball end Allen wrenches. Okay, well, I guess I need to make this work. And actually, it looks like I need two different sizes here. I really thought... these may be too long. Oh yeah, sure enough. So, let me go grab the other ones real quick. So 2 of these are M610s and 2 are M612s. I don't think the M610s will work. Oh, of course not. Those will definitely not work. So M612s. M612s it is. So M66, this is also for me too. That way I know what specific hardware to order next time. So M616s for the tops and M612s for the bottoms. And I highly recommend that if you get this, buy some ball end Allen wrenches. Okay, put these up. Now these, I think, are M4s. I'm gonna push this out of the way a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't roll out of the way. Okay. I want to get this completely out of the way here. I think I had a screw go rogue. I'm not sure. 1, 2. Oh, it's still in there. Okay. Ah, come here. All right, we're cooking. So again, these are M412s, reminding myself. And these will definitely be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get in there. I really didn't allow myself a whole lot of room to Allen wrench these in. And this is even with a ball Allen wrench. So this part's definitely going to be fast forwarded. I just think I got to pull all these screws back out. Okay. So, anyways, as the customer, I should be able to flip this over. You are going to want to also do these 2 spots here. I'm not going to do it just because I know the system works now. So yeah, that's that. So cool. Let me put my chalk block here. And get the rear. Just like that. I'm gonna put this stuff on the end for now. Okay. So here's what was happening. This is bowed out just a hair, and that just a hair enough to where it was pulled, just outside of the hole. So it was just sitting on the outside of that heat inset and just going to the outside. It wasn't actually going to the actual heat inset. So you may have to have two people to do this. One person pushing and pulling in just a little bit, either this piece here, or it's obviously going to happen on this side too. So, or then again, it may not happen at all. So we're fixing to see what happens here. Then my heartburn, because I decided to eat Taco Bell today. So I'm over here feeling like I'm dying. Yep, it's just bowed out just a little bit to where it's not going in. And I am not quite sure what all you're seeing. There we go. Righty tighty. Am I just going the wrong way? Dude, if I'm going the wrong damn way. Oh my god. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, y'all. Oh my god. I am such a moron. Okay. Yeah, there it goes. Ah. Jeez. Absolutely stupid. Okay. Well, let's finish putting these seats on now. Shows you how easy it is to pull that thing out. And whenever you get ready to use these, they just pop down like that. Just like that. Now, these are beauty plugs for the doors. Now, the one thing you want to keep in mind is that there's a little notch cut out. This notch cutout has to go towards the back. And these beauty pieces will be glued after you get through assembling everything. You can do it before, and I actually made this to be able to be glued afterward just to encapsulate this thing. But all this happened after I came up with the idea of putting the whole screws in there, so it's just a good idea to, once you make sure that everything's solid and buttoned up, you can put these in here. Preferably the correct way, which is, I just try to not do that. And I may or may not go ahead and glue these in there ahead of time, just so you don't have to worry about it. Like that. Like that. And of course, again, notch right here goes towards the back. Okay, just like that. Okay. there's that. All right, so now we can do the fenders. Let me go get some screws real quick. Okay, so the front pieces are, the front fenders are going to hold the M416 screws. This is not the right fender. This is also the wrong fender. All right. Okay. So again, these are the M416s, and I believe these are going to be M412s. Okay. Rock solid. That took way longer than what I thought it was going to take. So all we have left is to put this thing on. We just slide it right on in there, like so. And move the camera around here. So this rear turret skirt, it just used my H-clips. You can choose to glue this on after you receive it. Unlike the original toy, where it was all in one piece, and I actually had this handle piece molded in to be able to grab it, but I had to make this in two pieces to be able to print. So please do not ever grab it underneath here to pull it out, because it will break apart. I mean, you can try gluing it in there to see if it just stays a lot better, but until you do that, don't grab it from this spot, because it will come apart. Just push it from the back, just like that. And the stops that are in the base here should keep pushing this thing back, like so. I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's a lot easier to do it with two hands. And that's how you get your missile clearance. And I hope my fingers weren't covering that the whole time. Okay, so that's all put in there. Let me get my missile stack put in. Just like so. Now, on the missile stack, oh, I need to wait on that. I need to wait on that comment for a few minutes. Let me go ahead and rotate. Let me back out. Am I backed out? Yeah. Let me rotate this turn out of the way. Bring this missile stack down. Like that. Let me get... I'm trying to navigate inside this little bitty 200 square foot shed. And it's probably about time to upgrade to a nice 600 square foot one. One can dream. Just like that. Alright, so when you pull this missile stack up, that just came out. Oh, yeah. See, these little beauty pieces will have to get glued in, or they'll keep popping out. It's pretty tight fit in here. Okay, so back to what I was going to say. So there is a clip on the bottom here. You can try to force it into there, but just raise it up a little bit and set it. Just set it on the inside. Okay, try to do it here. Yeah, just set it on the inside there. You don't need to push it in as like it's an actual clip. So whenever you get ready to pull the missiles back in, you just raise it up and then lower them back down. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. All right. The bridge. So this can be installed after you've released everything. This is just a little neat addition I decided to add to it afterwards, just to give it that little bit more play value. Is there a spot to actually store this in here? No, not really. But you know, you can just, it just allows you to put more Joes up in here and do stuff that you want to display and stuff like that. Okay, so what do we have left? We have a cockpit. I need to put some magnets into this piece here and the actual top part. That way, you know, it settles in a lot easier. And I am going to do that after I cut the acrylic windows to the canopy. So I'm going to stop it here and do some laser work here. We'll get a little bit of a footage, a little bit of footage of the windows cutting. All right, be right back. Okay, now that those are lasered out, we can go ahead and get some glass in here. Yep. There's that. Now we need to relocate and get some magnets put in. Okay, took me a few minutes to find them. Alright, so I have a few spots here for magnets. A few, meaning 3. So let me get those put in. Now, of course, the hardest part about magnets is making sure you've got the polarity for all of them correctly. Yeah. So just like that. Of course, one always wants to be a butthole. Ah. There we go. Just like that. And we are going to take the, say, magnets and put them up underneath here. So this is just going to go straight in like this. And I may have to go. I already lost it. I may have to do this off camera too. That's that one. Had to go get my plusty, my trusty channel locks. So we're going to take this one now. Of course, none of these are trying to make my life easy, but that one's in. And then finally, this one. And it'll just go straight up. just like that. All right. There's that. All right, so now all we got to worry about is just a little top hat right here. All right, that's it. Like that. Peachy peachy. Now I gotta figure out how to package this thing. And that's going to be the fun part. And I will be providing 2 light sources. They're Velcroed on, so you can pretty much pick any spot you really want to do. Put them at. They're USB-C. They are, of course, made in the wonderful country of China, but I guess the US doesn't want to make these. Yeah, so that's all they are. These will fit right in those. Did I even bring them over here? Of course I didn't bring them over here. Okay, so these these lights come with their own little Velcroed pieces. All you gotta do is just attach it to the back here, and the light, once you get through charging it, it charges via the back piece. All you do is just snap them right on in here, just like that, and then put your Velcro on, and just put it in any spot that you feel like you want a light to be on this big rig. And that is it. I'm going to call this a day. And do a little walk through my driveway tomorrow with this thing out in the daylight. Maybe show it off with a couple of rip saws, because I gotta do something for the old Instagram, you know. That is it. First Koenig Hurricane complete. That took what, 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks to do. But it does look great though. All right, this is it for tonight.